First of all, let me introduce myself as usually. My name is Alexander, I'm Stripo support manager. Today we will try to create an email that dedicated Halloween. As an example, we will use this template that has been previously created by our designers. Let me say a couple of words about our service, about our team. So our company registered in the USA, but the whole our team located in Ukraine. We always open to different suggestions. If you have some proposal, please write to us via this chat here or by email. We will consider your application. Let me add our address. Support at stripo.email. I added the name of our email to the chat. Please take a look. Also you can address to us if any questions will appear about the work of our editor, how you can use different features, etc. So let's get started. I propose to create empty email. For that we will use this empty template here. And let's take a look at our template. So we have a big background here for the whole email that we can set in the appearance general settings menu of an email. And let's get it from out of the code of this template. Let's try to find it. I believe we can try to use this link. Sorry, I forgot to mention that to get to these preferences to developer tools, you should press F12 button at your keyboard, and via this element you will able to check size of different elements. You will able to see code of an email, and you will able to get different information to use it, for example, as we do in our template. If any question about our webinar will appear during our today webinar, please write to the chat. My colleague Valerie will be helping me, will be answering your questions, and if it will necessary, I also will take a look in chat and will answer your questions. Okay, so I added the background here. I believe I should turn off repeat image option because we have just single image here, and I believe we should designate the color of our background for the whole email. So let's take a look if we can find it in the code. I believe this one, and let's try to add it in the email background color, also in the same preferences this way. Now we should designate all stripes in our email background colors as a transparent this way, and after that we can move to adding content. So at the top we have a couple of stripes, so we can create them the same way. So we can create a new stripe and add it and move it at the top of our email let's do it. Let's say this stripe will be header, and let's try to just copy paste this text here. So I believe we should set it as a white one this way, and we can align it right this way. What about font size? So we have 12 pixels Roboto, and we can set the font for the whole email in the same appearance menu general settings here. So let's find this font here and let's add it, and we can set font size for the stripe because this text has been added to stripe header, so we can use preferences stripes and header stripe here and set it here. So now we have a bit smaller text. Let's move to the next element. So we have a structure with image and one more container with social medias. So let's get the link for this image here, and we can upload the image to the Stripo gallery, or we can leave it as a link, because in this case the image already has been added to our storage, and we can add social media blocks via drag and drop this way, and after that we should just configure it in accordance with the preferences of this template. So we need just Facebook, Instagram and Pinterest. So we can remove Twitter, YouTube, and add one more social media here this way via the plus button here, and we should change their design to the white icons, and I think we should reduce a bit the size. Yes, so yes, we have set 24 pixels. Okay, let's check the size of this image. So we have 130. Let's set it here. Okay, and let's take a look at paddings. For the first and second structure we have 10, 20, 10 from the top and from the bottom, and for the next one we have just 20 pixels from all sides. Let's recreate it as well. Okay, what about paddings for this block to align it? 15 pixels from the top. We can add them this way in the preferences of our block, and I believe we should align image and social medias correspondingly to this design. Okay, let's move to another structure. We actually can create just one structure with a spacer block here. To add a spacer block I will use this element, and via the dynamic spacer option we can stretch it down as far as it necessary in our case. So we will see how big this element should be. And let's move to the next ones. So we have a couple of images and just one container. Let's add the image here. and I think we can add one more image right now this way, and after that we have to just check sizes for this image. So 238 this way. Okay, sorry, not for this, but for this. 153 for this image, and this size for this one. Okay, now let's check our paddings. So we have 15 pixels from the bottom for the first image, 15, and we actually haven't paddings from the top. I don't think that it's really matter, but we can just recreate the same design in case if we're going to repeat this template. Okay, now we have a structure with a spacer block, I believe, with with 3 text blocks and paddings between them. So let's try to recreate this design. We will use just one container, and I will add all 4 blocks to this container. I added a spacer block, and now I may add just 3 more blocks. So I will use this text, just copy paste it here, set it as a white one, so I can use these preferences or these preferences. They will work the same way. I may align the text this way, and let's check if we have heading here, because this text and this text have been set as headings, H2 and H3, and we have 29 pixels Comic Sans. So we can configure our headings in the appearance menu here. So let's we have H2 and 29 pixels. Let's find the necessary font. Let me remember, Comic Sans. Okay, I don't see this font size within the list of our fonts. Let me check. Maybe I need to change preferences of my project. Yes, I believe I should. So in the project menu, we always can activate or deactivate different fonts in case if we are not going to use them. So this font, I believe, has been deactivated, and now I should reload my email to make the preferences work within this email. And let's check again. Heading 2. Yes, we have now Comic Sans here. Okay, now I may just choose this text and set it as a heading, and it will have all the preferences that I designated in the appearance menu here. So now I may create a couple of more text blocks and just replace text for them. So for this element I should use just 14 pixels normal text, and for this one 22 heading 3. 22 and what else? Okay, 14 pixels, just a normal text, and here I should use heading 3 this way, and it would be better to use this color. And also I think we should use bold option. Yes, we should. And now let's take a look at the preferences of our padding. So we have 55 dynamic spacer here, 10, 10 and 10 pixels for all other blocks. So let's recreate it. 10 for this one from the bottom, 10 for this one from the top and from the bottom, and 10 for this one. Yes, correct. And we have 20 pixels for this structure. Yes, correct. So let's take a look at the another element. We have a structure with image and text, two containers. Let's set a background transparent here, and let's add one more container. The first one with the image and the second one with the text. So we have two text blocks here. Let's add, just copy paste the text. Or I believe we can just copy this element to simplify this process, and we will need just to set this text as a heading. Okay, copy and paste. Maybe something changed in the code. Let's take a look. Okay, now it works. And let's add an image. Okay, it will be quicker to use this option. Let me check if we have unanswered questions. Okay, we don't have ones. So let's check our preferences. We have dynamic spacer here as well, 63 pixels. Let's add it and let's change the size of it. We have 143 pixels for the image with This text, I believe we should designate as a heading 3. Is it correct? Yes, it is. And this one we have just 14 pixels Roboto. Yes, it also correct. What about paddings? We have 20 pixels from all sides. And I think this is it about the structure. To create another structure, we can just copy it, and via this little trick, if we will add one more container, and if we move the image there, we can remove the first one, and we will have this design. Now we may just replace the text and the image here this way. Okay, and we easily recreated this element as well. To create the next element, I think we should use another structure, because this web background image has been added as a background, I believe. So let's create a couple of more stripes. Set background as a transparent, and let's try to find our image for the background. Set background we can this way, and let's take a look at this structure. So we have one structure with 3 blocks: social medias, a spacer block, and text block here, and with big paddings, I believe 35 from the top and 14 from the bottom. And let's try to add, so we can actually, I believe, just copy this social media, add it here, and we can add one more text block and spacer block this way. Now we may just align social medias to center. What else? Let's check paddings between blocks we have in them. But we have a text with a bit different preferences, with 13 pixels. So we can set this stripe as a footer and use preferences of the stripe to change the font size for this text this way. Okay, and I believe we should center our background image this way. And I think this is it. We actually recreated this design, and now we can just adjust it. I would like to bring your attention that unfortunately not all possible email services support background images. For example, Outlook typically won't display background images, but the image that will be added via the appearance menu general settings here will be displayed in Outlooks as well, because to an email will be added extra VML code. But I believe this image, background image, as other images for structures, for containers, stripes, won't be displayed in Outlook services. So just for your information. Okay, let's take a look how our email will look in our preview mode. So I believe we may just shift a bit the text, and I think it will be better to correct the general view of our mobile version. For that, we can use the appearance mobile formatting menu here. And we can reduce, let's say, font sizes for header and for footer. Footer here. Let's take a look. Yes, we have less text for footer and header. And maybe we may put this text for mobile version to center. So we can use this option here and the corresponding preferences. Okay, what about, so if we would like to have the same design for mobile as we are having for a desktop version, we can try to turn off responsive structure control here. And let's take a look. Yes, I believe we have a similar design. Maybe we should adjust a bit preferences for paddings. Let's try to do it. Okay, it looks better. What about our images? If you would like to have them the same way as we have for mobile, we also can try to turn off responsiveness for them here. And let's take a look. Yes, actually, I believe it looks similar to our desktop version, and I think we can hide all these spacer blocks via these preferences here to remove extra space from mobile version. And let's take a look. Okay, it looks a bit better, I believe. What else we can adjust? We can also, because these images, this one and this one are not too big, we can also turn off the switcher here, and the images will be smaller in our mobile version. And also I think it will be better to use container inversion option here. Let's take a look on results. So now we have an image, a text, and image under the text, and it looks better as for me. Also, we can, in a case if we would like to have different paddings between this structure and these images here, we can use extra spacer with, let's say, bigger size, and hide this one for desktop and this one for mobile versions. And we will have a bit different design for mobile and desktop. So I think this is it about our email for today. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them, and I will try to answer. I see a question from Best Brains Learning Centers. Can I input the background in the campaign I already started? If you mean if you can add a background image to an email outside of our service, most probably you can do it just via HTML So you can use if the service what are you talking about that you are talking about, sorry, uses HTML code and provide you possibility to edit it, you can edit it and add your background via CSS styles. If you're talking about our service, yes, you can change background anytime for different elements. You can remove it or add it or replace the image for the background anytime. So you can use background for stripes, for structures and containers. So I hope I answered your question. Since I don't see any extra questions, I will wait a couple of minutes more, and if we haven't more questions, I think we will wrap up our today webinar. So please write if any questions appeared. Okay, I see one more question from Christian Aracena. Is there any interaction option when the mouse passes over a button or link? Yes, we have such interaction. So let me show you. Let me remove maybe this element. For buttons, we have an option that you can activate in the preferences of buttons. Highlight hovered buttons here, and a button may change color in the process of hovering it, so you can change the color of the button here. It will work this way. Please note that not all possible email services support such functionality. In case if you would like to do something like this with text links, I believe you should use the code editor and CSS styles and create such the functionality yourself, because we haven't such a built-in functionality. I hope it was useful. You're welcome, Christian. I see just a message, one more message from Alex B, spam, but I don't think that this is a question. So if you would like to clarify it, please do it. One more question from Christian. Can support GIF animated images? Yes, you can use GIF images. For that, please try to use the image block here and upload an image the same way as you can upload static images, JPEG and PNG. So we also support GIF images. Also, please note that not all possible email services will be displaying GIF images. In some of them, you will see just a static images instead of GIF ones. Alex B came up in notification. I never allowed that. Alex B, could you clarify what do you mean? So if you could share with us exact example situation, show us what do you mean on a screenshot, maybe describe it in more detail, and we will try to answer you. So maybe if your question is not directly related with our webinars, or maybe it takes a lot of time to describe, please write to us with the help of this chat, or as I said, you can write to us to our email, describe the situation. We will consider it and we'll try to answer you. Okay, since I don't see any more questions, thank you very much that visited us today. Have a good day, night, morning. See you at our next webinar. Bye.